right, so we're going to do some two-step equation problems together. And if you'd like to pause this video as you go along to be able to do the problems and check to see if you got the right answer, you're welcome to do so. So we're going to start with a problem like 2x plus 5 equals 15. All right, so it is saying that 2 times something, or 2 times what, and then you add 5, you end up at 15. So there are two ways we can do this. We can do this with the box, or we can also do this with backwards PEMDAS. We're going to start with the box, though. So our whole box is going to be equal to 15. All right, we already know 5 of it, but we know that we have 2 x's we don't know the value of. So you need to think to yourself first, okay, so how much do I have left over to be able to put in these boxes? So somewhere from 5 to 15, so that means I have 10 left over for these boxes. Just a reminder, that is not your answer because we are looking for one single x value. So if both of these are worth 10, that means one x value is equal, is equal to 5. Okay? The other way that you can do it is through backwards PEMDAS. So we would start with 2x plus 5 equals 15. And so remember backwards PEMDAS, that means we start with our addition and subtraction first. Do we have any? Yes, we have addition, so we need to do the opposite. So subtract 5 on both sides. And you're left with 2x over here. A positive 5 and a negative 5 create a 0 pair, so we don't have anything there anymore. And we are left with 15 minus 5, which would be 10. This is multiplication here now, so the opposite of that would be division. So divide by 2 on both sides. And we would get x equals a positive 5. Our next problem, our next problem, if we had something like something divided by 3 plus 4 equals 6, all right? This one's going to be a little bit different how we set up the box. So we start by making our box, which is once again going to be worth what's on the other side of the equal sign, so 6. We know 4 of it, and we're going to have 3 x values over here. Now in this situation, this whole section is what we want our x value to be. So we're figuring out what is in all these, and that is our x value, is all of these added together. So our distance from 4 to 6 is what we have left over. So that would be 2, 2, and 2. Well, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, so our x value is 6. And then if you check it, plug it back in. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Add 4 to it, you would end up at 6. And then we can do backwards PEMDAS way. Ignore this awful handwriting. I can do the best I can with the mouse. All right, so we start with any addition or subtraction when we're going backwards. Do we have any of that? Yes, we do. We have addition here. So we got to create its 0 pair. So that means we need to subtract 4 on both sides. Remember to keep our equations even. We would be left with x divided by 3 on this side. And on this side, we'd be left with 2. We do have multiplication and division to do still left, so we would see that this is division, need to do the opposite, which is multiplication. These would cancel out because that equals 1, so we have one single x left. Multiply by 3 on this side, and we would be left with 6. So you can see we can get it that way as well. And then one more problem. Let's say we have negative 3x plus 6 equals 18. Not 18. Let's go with 24. All right, so we can start with a box. and know that it's worth 24. I'm actually going to switch this a little bit more because I actually decided I would like to do a -6. It's going to be awful, but -6. Okay, so we once again need to find our distance from -6 to 24. So that's some big jumps. So -6 and then to 0 would be his distance of 6, and then 0 to 24 would be 24. 24 plus 6 is 30. So we're left off with 30 for these 3 boxes. So that means each box is worth 10. But remember, our negative means the opposite. So x is worth -10. So that -3 was saying do the opposite of whatever your x value is. And so we would get x equals -10. So if we do this backwards PEMDAS, -3x minus 6 equals 24. We start with any addition or subtraction. We have subtraction, so we need to do the 0 pair, which would be a +6, or what's the opposite, right? Do that on this side. And we would get -3x, because that becomes a 0 pair, equals 30. 24 plus 6. And then we see we have multiplication still left over, so that means we need to do the opposite, which is divide. So we divide by a -3 on both sides. And we would get x equals, remember this is the opposite, so -10. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.